Today we shall discuss about plant breeding. What is plant breeding? That is hybridization of a plant's variety is called your plant breeding. To get plant hybrid, that is called your plant breeding. So plant breeding is a science based on principles of genetics and cytogenetics. Plant breeding is a science which deals with the basis of genetics and cytogenetics. It aims at improving of genetic makeup of the crop plants. Objectives of plant breeding. There are how many objectives are there in plant breeding? To get high yielding, to get disease resistance, to get drought resistance, flood resistance, response to manuring, early to mature, insect and pest resistance, adaptability to wide range habitats, resistance to alkaline and acidic soil conditions, and however may be to get better quality of a plant variety. That means amount of crop production is high, the plants are disease resistant, plants are drought resistant, plants are flood resistant, and plants are early to mature, plants are insect and pest resistance. These are the improvements or objectives of the plant breeding. So methods of plant breeding, that is, what is plant breeding? And development of a new varieties, that is new varieties or new a plant which is better to disease resistance, insect resistance, pest resistance. To get a plant which possesses this above the resistance must be high yielding and better quality. So methods of plant breeding: number 1, creation of a genetic variation; number 2, selection; number 3, evolution; number 4, seed multiplications. So number 1 is creation of a genetic variations, and number 2, that is selection; number 3, evolution; number 4, that is seed multiplication. So one is creation of a genetic variation. That means we have to choose a variety of the plants by various means, that is means of domestications, means of plant introduction, means of hybridizations, and we have to apply various plant techniques, plant hybrid or plant breeding techniques, that is mutation, polyploidy, tissue culture and genetic engineering. After that we have to choose, that is called selection, then after evolution, then after seed multiplication and distributions among the farmers. Number 1, come to domestications. Domestication is the process of growing plants under human care and its management. That is, domestication is the process of growing plants under human care and its management. Number 2, germplasm collection. Germplasm, what is germplasm? Now, germplasm is the sum of all genes present in a crop. Germplasm is called the sum of all genes present in a crop, and it includes wild species related to crop species, cultivated improved varieties and they are cultivated, and old local or desi old local or so-called desi varieties. Then you come to collection of germplasm from different sources is an essential step. Then germplasm usually stored at low temperature in the form of seeds. So germplasm usually stored at low temperature, and collection is done within a country or apart from country. Then you come to plant introduction. It is the process introducing a plant or germplasms either from foreign country or introducing a plants or germplasm from one region to other region. Plant introduction is followed by assimilimation, that is adaptation of an individual plant or a population of plants under changed climate. Examples of introduced ornamental plants are innumerable. Ornamental plants are innumerable, that is Bougainvillea, Salvia, Cosmos, Dianthus. These are the ornamental plants. And we have to be introduced. Introduction of plants from one state of a country to another state of the country is called interstate. That is, introduction of plants from one state of a country to other state, interstate. But one state of a country to another state of a country, that is called intrastate plant introduction. Purpose of plant introductions. Now come purposes of plant introduction. It is for agriculture, it is for forestry, and it is for industry, for genetical improvement of economical crops, and for studying the origin, distribution, classifications, and evolution of the plants. Plant introduction in India. Following the agency carry out the plant introduction in India, there is IARI. IARI means plant introduction of division of IARI, New Delhi, and another is Forest Research Institute, Dehradun, Botanical Survey of India, some universities, gardens, agriculture departments also play important role in introducing plants. Disadvantages of plant introduction. Along with economically important plants, introduction of harmful crop diseases, insects, pests, weeds also sometimes. Disease introduced. And one of the most important disease, that is late blight of potato. Late blight of potato, that is caused by Phytophthora infestans. And fire blight of apple and pear, that is also caused by Erwinia amalaiva. Insect pest introduced, potato tuber moth, woolly aphis. Weeds introduced, Argemone mexicana and lantana. All the introductions are subjected to quarantine, that is, they are examined for presence of insect, weeds, and disease causing organisms, and only those introductions that are free from the above allowed to enter a country. So this all about your plant breedings. Next, another steps is called your hybridization. So number one is your domestications. Number two, germplasm collection. Number three, plant introductions. And number four here is hybridizations. And then hybridizations may be defined as mating or crushing of two plants. Mating or crushing of two plants of dissimilar genotypes. The chief objectives of hybridization is to create the genetic variations. When two genotypical different plants are crossed, the genes from both the parents are brought together in F1 generation. Segregations and recombinations produce many new gene combinations in F2 and later generations. The degree of variation produced in the segregating generation would number of genes for which two parents differs. If two parents are closely related, they are likely differ in few genes only, but they are related or only distantly related. So, in this point of view, hybridization is also another step for your plant breedings. So, next class we have to discuss about the techniques of plant hybridizations, which is the most important part of your plant breeding. Hybridization is a one major important step in plant breeding. Then how the techniques, or that there are different techniques in hybridizations, we shall discuss it about in next class. It has stopped for this.